Sup. Welcome to the stream. Let's see if this thing fucking works tonight. It should do, because I can see the green little things on here. So welcome to a Sunday stream. This is a bit different. We don't normally do this on Sunday. We're going to give it a crack tonight on this hot November night. Storm going on, I think, outside somewhere. Not where I am, but close. Tonight we're going to do a steel toe cope stream. Should be fun. See how long I last listening to this idiot talk. Big note himself for however long I last. Oh, the level of copes is just astonishing. All right, let's go crack-a-lackin'. Where are we? I know. What an image to start off on. All right. I don't know how people listen to this shit. Fuck hell. 7 minutes, and he just talks so much shit. Rumble numbers are bullshit, though. They're very much. They're not even accurate. Like, you could go past a video and it'll count that as a view, even though you've only really just dropped by. And this co-host stuff. Who the fuck wants to go back on that show? It's actually shit. Like, and deal with this idiot all the time, talking over you and telling you how good he is, big noting himself. Like, there's obviously a reason why they're not coming back. Like, would you? Like, if you're like, no, I don't want to do the show with you anymore. I've got other things, life commitments. I need to make actual money, not just like peanuts. You know, while you take the rest and claim it as a victory. Like, oh, fuck, oh. Idiot. This was just from 2 days ago, too. There's more to it. There's more here. He's an idiot. Stuttering John's a fucking idiot. And you two together on the show, jeez, that's going to be fun to watch. What a fucking train wreck to come. Can't wait to watch that. Might be the only thing I ever watch of Steel Toe. All you have to do is have to watch a Stuttering John podcast show, whatever the fuck he does, whatever he calls a show. He'll tell you his whole career in that one episode. It's Groundhog Day every time you watch him go live. New lies, a new take on something that's happened or hasn't happened. This is what we watch. See like what kind of bullshit he can come up with next. Because you fucking suck, that's why. That's why you're being throttled as you say it. Like, if you aren't getting like aren't getting people on board with what you're doing, I suppose you might fall further down the ladder, I guess. But like, there's no conspiracy. There's no conspiracy. It's fucking, your show sucks ass, man. Like, you need your head examined if you think this is fucking broadcasting. Oh, I see. I saw this clip yesterday, I think, on this little piggy. I think he might be talking about super tips. But the shows I watch that use super tips, they don't get throttled. I just think it's you, buddy. I think you're just shit. Just think that people aren't tuning in because you're an idiot. Like, you're a know-it-all. You think you're fucking king shit, but you're not. Like, I don't know. You're coping too hard here. How do you not know when someone sent something? Oh, I don't know who said that to me. Wow. Jesus Christ. You know who sent it to you, you idiot. Oh, I don't know who sent it to me. Rightio. Right. Whatever you say. Yeah, that's not true though. Oh shit. Holy shit, hang on. Oh no. What a perfect segue. It hasn't died. Now it's just like seeing how far down the hole you go with your bullshit still. Like, cope harder, buddy. Hmm. Can't even do that. Ah, I'm doing this out of order, I think. This is the most current. There's a few clips that I've got up in the browser here that from the past few days. We're working our way backwards, but it's like it doesn't really matter with this guy at all. But it makes it easy when his banner has the date of when the show was, or whatever that is. Yeah, it is actually. We do it differently here in Australia. I still get confused when I say, I'm like, what? It's 20 months. What the fuck's that all about? No, that was 3 days ago. I guess. Let's keep going. I fucking love this, like, the mentally ill, mentally unstable thing that he likes to push around to everyone. Like, dude, we're not that fucked in the head. A little bit, but not that fucked though. Like, you can label us all you want, but we aren't that bad. Not all the time. Yeah, but like you're sensitive too. Like anyone that says anything that you don't like, you're straight on the ban hammer. You're just like, got get rid of them. They got to go. They said something that's gonna, set me off. They got to go. Like, I don't understand. This is a problem that Karmic has as well, where he went on a big banning spree like a few weeks ago. I think I was caught up in that one, but that was my own fault. I did that deliberately to get on his shit list. But that was funny though. It was when he was raging out pretty hardcore. um, but you know, like I think this guy dictates too much as to what happens with people. Like his feelings get hurt very easily. Yet it's us that, that we're raging and we can't handle and cope with things. And like, look at the look on that face. Like dude's obsessed. He reckons he'd go outside and touch grass, but this dude, he does these shows from his basement. Like, pro show, dude, pro show. Oh, okay, we'll deflect. We'll blame our mods for going in and banning everyone. Like, dude, it's your fucking show. Like, take control, man. Little bitch. Oh, the other thing too, he doesn't like pretty antisocial. For what I don't know, she's not like everybody else here. Like, she critiques a lot of the shows, mainly his, but no, actually, it's been a lot more of Keanu and Gino lately, which is understandable. But he just wants to align himself with all the pariahs of the Dabbleverse, which makes me laugh too. They all like hang together and hang out with their hug boxes or whatever the fuck he was talking about a while ago. Like, it's always the ones that are like, oh, they're, they'll, what do you say? They'll get cancer or something. They keep doing all this, saying all this stuff or hating and stuff like that. It's just like, I think he just wants that with people that don't like him. I mean, every allegation is like a confession to these people. And it's fascinating. Like, it is actually fascinating to watch. I kind of find that to step away for a little bit, just take a breather, because it's a bit consuming at times. Can not mess with your head, but you can kind of spend a lot of energy on it when you don't really need to. But, people like him want to lump everyone of his alleged haters together. I mean, he's got a right to opinion too, but doesn't mean he's right. No. They do suck. Nobody, like, I'm of the opinion that to really get to actually have an opinion on these particular people, Opie and Stuttering John, watch an episode of what they do. It won't take you long to find out that they are actually stupid and they both suck, no matter what they've done in their careers. And I don't think they've done anything good in like 10 years. Like, what have they done recently that's been of any note? And they're supposed to be broadcasting legends, I suppose. Probably, I guess you'd ask people here in Australia, do they know Stuttering John? I don't think many do, unless they've found their way onto this, like I did. But I blame Anthony Cumia for that one, for him ragging on that idiot. And Opie as well, which was fucking hilarious. I mean, that could be true too. They could not give two fucks, but they do. They do. They always do. They just don't say it because their egos will not allow that. Oh, fuck off. Jesus. You would suck up his ass so good if he wasn't shitting on you. We know it. We fucking know it. Like, you're clinging to like all these people because you're desperate. Like, it just, there's no other way about it. Like, I looked up him the other day actually, because just to see if there was anything out there about him. Sorry. From like his radio days, like early on, because you know stuff's out there. Obviously, they do articles and stuff on these people. I mean, obviously, you look up anything recent, and it's just about when he, after the Kayla Ricada stuff with the revenge porn thing, which he spent, I think, was 8-9 days or whatever the fuck it was, in jail. But they said that they'd never seen, that no one in the court had seen the photo, which is he got put in jail for a photo that nobody's seen but him or Gino. He's the only guy I know in this corner of the web that's been jailed for something. What a fucking moron, and he's about to be the best of them all, apparently. I'll have to try and find it. I did see something a while ago. It was just like him back in the days. Like, well, not really. I'll have to find it. Let's see. Because I can bring it up on here, because it's just a lot of what I can see through DuckDuckGo is in the past few years. Maybe in Google. Give me a second. Share. Let's share this one. Hold up. I think I've got it up on here. Yeah, there we go. I'll just. So this is him. This is him from whatever that was. I mean, look at the guy. See, like the Jared Fogle kind of comparisons. This has to be like 10 years ago. This looks like even more. I mean, We want to take this guy seriously. Fuck. What an idiot. So far, up his own ass, he probably smells his own shit. What? Carl put you on his show because, well, I don't think I forgot back a bit. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, fuck off. You're not funny at all. You literally have no idea what humor is. Like, you don't at all. At all, man. Like, no, you suck. You're not funny. I don't think I've ever laughed at anything you've said. I don't think you've said. I don't think you've ever said anything of merit that I would have laughed at. Yeah, but like that's not a bad thing either. Like, I, it's no, it's not a bad thing. What to be organized, ADHD, OCD. It's not a bad thing. It just means he has has a plan. His stuff he wants to get to. He wants to he's a well-oiled machine, I suppose. Nothing wrong with that. That's what you got to do. You do what you got to do to make this shit go. I'm gonna do a show like Opie and John fucking suck at doing anything on here. That's great. That is good. No, I agree with Gas Ghost 7. That so good. Oh, it's so true though. Think outside the box. Don't go after toys that you've already played with, buddy. Oh, so you can say like he's not a funny guy, but you haven't watched enough. Okay, makes total sense. If you find him funny, then he's funny. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, there's no one disputing that. Work for Howard Stern and then work for Jay Leno. I mean, no one is saying that that's terrible. It's just what he's done with that is what people are like. You could have gone further in your life, but you haven't. Like Jay Leno was, when was that? I think he went off air in 2014. So that was about 11 years ago, nearly coming up to 12. And but even with Leno, he wasn't that they realized how much he actually sucked and didn't. Well, they figured out that he didn't really contribute much of anything really to Stern, because on Stern he had everything pretty much just written for him, and then they just sent him out there with these really weird, insane questions as opposed to ask people. It'd be an interesting one to actually jump into one day, to go through all those clips, I think, because there was ones that he did with Vince McMahon, I think. I haven't watched it before, but I might do a Stuttering John Cope stream as well. Just go through clips and stuff of things that I thought were interesting that aren't what he's doing now, because what he's doing now, it just fucking sucks. Like, it's shit. It's just, you have to watch it through a filter. You can't just watch them on their own. You can watch it through OJ, actually. He does a good job at filtering through John's bullshit, and he stops and starts it all the time. He doesn't just watch the whole thing all the way through like John does with like MLC at times. So yeah, keep watching Bozo. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. Yeah. I don't know if it's good enough. I think it's just he basically fabricated his whole career around things that people thought that he could do, but he couldn't actually do. And go through old Stern clips of John, and you'll see like what I'm talking about. You hear it for yourself. I mean, yeah, you're thinking, oh, we're just busting my balls and stuff, but you could see like it's consistent. He's lazy. It always has been. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, but nobody knows him, really. He's not world famous. Like, I didn't even know who he was, but I knew who Stern was. Like, I remember with Stern, it was I always thought that we had like the old, like the, I think it was whatever they did on TV, that stuff when they were in the studio, the stuff from the 90s. I always thought they had that here on one of our TV stations, like either or the 9 or 10 or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't think it was any of the others, but I think it was either those two. That and it was the 90s. I'm certainly sure it was the 90s, because I was living somewhere else at that point, and as a young kid. I think it was around the same time they had Goosebumps on TV here. Just going back a long time as well. But yeah, I knew who Howard was. I mean, from Private Parts as well. Wacky movie. I haven't watched that for a long time. I need to watch that again. But Stuttering John's only at the very end in the credits. It's just like, dude trying to shoehorn his way into shit. Just, he's a bit part player. Middler is what Bob Levy calls him. I mean, you can say he's done all these great things, but he hasn't done anything with them at all. It's everything with this guy is like, if you don't like it and it upsets you, then blah 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 blah. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. It doesn't upset me. I just think it's a disappointment that he's taking every opportunity and squandered it on just being lazy, being a drunk, doing all these things as a way of like self-sabotage. Like, if you were given opportunities like that, you would fucking find a way to make it so it benefits you in the long run. Like, you would want to, you want to do better. You'd always want to keep finding new things to do, and you'd want to always better yourself, learn more, take initiative, and just do the hard yards, because you know that would probably make, like, it would lead you somewhere. But with him, when you see like a lot of these old Howard clips and stuff, it's just mind-boggling that someone like him could just fuck it all up and do it live on air and still think it's just, oh, it's just part of the show. It's just like, no, it's not always part of the show. You're just an idiot. Yeah, but how many of them are delusional like that too? With the constant memories of the glory days. Nothing special about today, but like 30 years ago, yeah. Like, who does that? Why not like use these accolades and achievements to your own benefit rather than to your detriment? Who cares? We did all these things, but like, what are you doing now? That's the real question they'll be asking. But whatever he's doing now, he thinks is the greatest thing ever. So think about that. Yeah, but good for them. Good, glad they're doing what they're good at, what they're doing. Like, good for them. Doesn't mean that people can't like pick it apart and kind of criticize it. It's like, what are you, the fucking thought police now? Was was not anymore. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Your view count says and speaks volumes for just how good you are at it. Really? Oh, this is torture. This is fucking torture. But I'm gonna see it through. Jesus. So they don't really think he's a dickhead, that he's a piece of shit, lying scumbag. I don't believe that. I think you want that to be true, but no, it's not. It's not what I heard. Mm-mm. Oh, yes, the news, because that's always fun. That's funny too. He loves when you put, bring attention to how drunk he gets in these things. So I'll let that play out a little bit. So he still has to actually do a lot more to go through this rehabilitation thing that he has to pay for, I think, himself. There's a lot more shit to go. He's not just in the clear because he did his time, his 8-9 days or whatever the fuck it was. I can never remember because it was meant to be so many days he was in there that because they wanted to stretch it out for like, 4 weekends, I think, like Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, like whatnot. But they're like, it's not going to be like feasible because of how, like, it was to do with like just, it felt very labored, I suppose, like to do that. And like, why would you do that? Just serve the fucking time. Like, it's not that long. People get more for stuff like this, but well, I imagine they would. But it's just, I don't like. He's just the delusion on him. It's just mind-boggling. I've never seen anyone like gloat about these kinds of things either. Like, who cares? So fuck. Just do your thing. Who cares about your numbers? Yeah, because he fucking hates you. That's why he just doesn't want to talk to you. Doesn't want to be around you. I mean, that's a pretty clear indicator that he doesn't want to come back to your show. Honestly, take the fucking hint. Take the fucking hint. Ah, look, he's the second person I think who's made karmic. Joseph Joey Catalano thinks he has too. When he went on to Alex Stein's show, like he acted like he was the one like to help create this guy, but I think he's done this stuff a lot of it on his own. I don't think he needed this guy to help. I think he was trying to mentor him or something like that, whatever bullshit that was. But I mean, Karmic could do a great show, but he he's just going to do what he's going to do. Like, good for him. This guy's got no fucking. Um, yeah, he sucks. Oh, Ray DeVito does better than you fucking idiot. Fucking the best in the world, or in this part of the world. And I don't even think he's Dabbleverse. He's not. He just thinks he is, but he wants to. He wants it so bad, but he's just not. No. His show is not a fucking comedy show. I have not laughed once since I've watched this. And these are all clips, but like, where's he funny? Like, he's not funny at all. Audio, hang on. I think it was muted because I was pausing it. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah. So, That's why I should have checked this audio before. Give me a sec. Why is it not? I can just pause it. Apparently, you can't hear it. Just pause it. Apparently, you can't hear it. Okay, but I can hear myself though, which is good. Forever fucking audio problems in this shit. Maybe. Try this. Try this one. Stop the screen. See, I wonder if it is why. Share screen. Chrome tab. I think that's the one. Let's put this back up on there. Let's see if this works. Maybe that's why.
Oh, what? Well, she's an adult, and I just asked her to come on the show, and she says yes. It's, well, you know, I've been hosting a show for longer than any of you guys have, and I know a little something about your responsibility. You do have a bare minimum responsibility. You know that day where Johnny was having a hard time with his MS and Mersh.
Well, at least you can actually hear my voice. I'm not going to start the show again. Fuck it. We'll just keep going. Fuck it.
Was teasing him, and he started crying, and that was about MS in his life. And
this is a record too. Full an hour into it, and that audio wasn't working at all. But that's all right. You don't have to hear this fucking idiot. You can go and find these clips on Stallion. Stallion's channel and stuff. But we've got a while to go yet, so we'll keep going for a while.
Luckily, the thing he was told by his doctors didn't come true. I mean, he got some really scary news. I took him out for breakfast that day. There's a time where you can have fun with someone because they're, in a mood. But then there's other times where you just got to cut it and see if that person's okay. And on that day, I just needed to cut it and see if Johnny was okay. I think when people have this Scarlett chick on, I think they know she needs help, and they like to say, oh, she's our friend. Oh, she's our friend. Just because you appear on an internet screen together doesn't mean you're friends. A friend is an action, and a friend is they see someone like Scarlett on a stream and they go, we're not going to do this. This is not, I'm not going to tell this person that she can't stream or she can't be on shows. But if I'm in charge, she's not going to be on. I'm not going to put her on. And so it's hard to criticize people like that because they smile a lot. They seem really nice, and they probably don't even, it doesn't register with them that what they're doing is sinister, but it is sinister to put her on and not encourage her to get help. One thing I liked about when Gino and Keanu put her on is that Keanu pulled her aside a couple of times and said, maybe you shouldn't do this. Like, maybe you should just, I think Keanu even said at one point that she was uncomfortable, Redbird with $2 says, would love to have Corey back, but it's not going to happen considering the circumstances he left under. It wasn't awful circumstance. I mean, we've had people leave under worse circumstances than Corey, 09 Canyon says it's disturbing to see how messed up she is, but it could be a way of keeping her safe if he knows that people are going to be watching her and will notice any injuries. I don't know. I think putting her on streams is bad. I think that kind of attention when you're in that mind state is bad. Not going to get the creator program payout until December 5th or 6th. I'll let you guys know how that goes, but I kind of need to talk to you about this because it's either time to start talking about another goal drop. Oh, we're not talking about the goal. We're not going to do that. We're not talking about it. I'm just asking. Or it's now at the point where I can hire a Thursday morning co-host and probably an evening show co-host. And we can bring now. I've only got 2 names that I'm interested in. Unless somebody comes by and wows me and said, I want to work with you. I want to do the toe. I mean, there's only 2 names I'm interested in, and I put out feelers to both. Corey Adam and Oz. I want Oz to do evening shows with me, and I want Corey to do Thursday mornings. I think that would be perfect. I text Corey today. I said, name me your price. Corey texts me back once every 6 months. So we'll see if that one entices him. Oz, I usually hear back from within a day. So I probably will hear back from Oz. But I was just very excited. I was taking a look at everything, just doing some bookkeeping and stuff. I took a look at Rumble. It's going insane. Our Jeff Dye thing, like 100 or 200 views on YouTube, but on Rumble, 3,000. I think it's like 3,400 or so. That's interesting. And our revenue per 1,000 views right now is somewhere upwards of about 16 or 17 bucks, which is about $6 more than YouTube. But don't worry. I'm being a conspiracy theorist when I say YouTube is out to get us. And now I love this. A lot of these, there's an anti-steel toe guy who I've got to be the bad man no matter what because he's an idiot. He just got charged back a shitload of money on YouTube. Another one of these retards who thinks YouTube is everything and it's going to save your life and it's the most amazing thing. While I'm sitting here going, guys, don't have an ego about numbers and stats. You
says the guy who does all that stuff too. That's fucking funny.
Need to spread it out. You need to go to different platforms. Like, who gives a shit if you have 700 people watching you just on YouTube, or if you've got 5 platforms, you got 700. It's the same amount of people watching you no matter what. Plus, when something fucks up, you got something built in already, and you don't have to have an emergency hatch, ready. Just immediately, we need to turn this into something. Yeah, YouTube's going to over. That's what YouTube does. Everybody thinks everybody is a crazy conspiracy theorist until it happens to them. So I came here to talk to you guys. Things have been going well for the toe. And I can either, drop that number. However, if this experiment we're doing works, then it really doesn't matter what the number is. However, we could also throw it back into the show and grab a couple of people. That sounded up. But either way, I wanted to throw that out to you because I thought maybe you guys might even have some co-host ideas as well. Rusty Grammar with $1 says, Candace, you. All right, we're talking hundreds to thousands, not hundreds of thousands. All right, I got to get somebody on a deal, Somebody. I'm talking like Corey Adam. I'm in like the Corey Adam, Stevie Lou price range. That's where I'm in. No disrespect, both of them. I love them both. But I'm in that price range right about now. You know who deserves a lot of credit for seeing mostly because they lost their YouTube. But you know who deserves a lot of credit for the multi-streaming and shit like that? Mersh. Mersh deserves a lot of credit for that. He's the guy. He was one of the first guys to go, I'm going to get on. He was on D-Live and a bunch of other dumb shit. And lo and behold, every time he got banned from something, he had somewhere to go. The guy's a cockroach. He survives. That's so you got to.
Imagine calling someone a cockroach.
You definitely got to diversify your bonds, N-word. MSO says, pretty antisocial, loved that shirt today. Did Big Red like it? I wore it for her. I knew she liked it. Sometimes I'd even put my arms under my titties and give them a little something. A couple of people are going, no, Johnny, no, Johnny, no, Johnny. No, we're not going to get rid of Johnny. Meow Meow says, I bet Corey won't do it. I don't think he will either. But he's the first person I want to do it, He's my first draft pick, if you will. Rexstart says his price, a McRib extra value meal. It's not, Corey would ask for more than that. Power Windows says, doing the steel toe quartering show grocery. YouTube is attacking me. LMFAO. What? Grocery? Huh? Quarter show grocery. No, Rumble's been our number one platform for quite a while now. YouTube's kind of our back of the bus. MSO says, get some nice tits on the show. We're tired of looking at yours. Yeah, but think about it. I'm a criminal. I'm a gross guy. I'm a deviant. What woman's going to want to work with me? If you're a woman and you say, I would work with the toe, you're a idiot. What kind of lack of self-respect do you have for yourself that you'd work with a demonic, deviant, disgusting pile of shit like me? Leave me alone. Female co-hosts have not worked out for me. They haven't been a good return on investment. Hundreds of thousands of dollars shot in the ass and nothing to show for it. Dr. Doom says, get Mersh then. You think Mersh is still Corey Adam prices? Nah, he ain't going to get up. He ain't going to get up in the morning. Invectum, I love this guy. He says, try to get Opie. I'm sure he's cheap and it would really help him out. I should get Stuttering John. That's what I should do. I should get John. Or Granny. That's who I should get. Dr. Doom says, why can't any of us try out as co-hosts? I would love to. Let's do that. Ooh, how about Karmic? Do you think Karmic would do an evening show with me every night? I'm a big Karmic X fan. I think a steel toe Karmic evening show would be nanners. And like I said,
no, he can barely do a show on his own, honestly. Work with you. No, thank you.
I'll pay either Thursday morning or evening show. I would love that. Love it. Dr. Doom says, nope, Karmic hates you with a passion. Nah, that's all performative. He loves me. Karmic loves me. He'll do the show. I'll reach out to him. Gray Duckling with $2 says, I'd stay up for a Karmic show once in a while. Ooh, maybe there's a market. I don't know why he wouldn't do a show with
one person. It's like, yes, we could do it. And he's just like, and you're like, why would you do it for just one person? I don't get that. I don't get it.
With us. I mean, it would benefit him so much. I mean, he's got our B show audience is probably bigger than his main show. Like right now we're at 227. Rumble Studio saying we're at 227 right now. That's more than Karmic probably has, and those are dog shit numbers for the 227 is a dog shit evening show number for the toe. I mean, you're talking 600-700. Of course he'd love a piece of that. He'd love a piece of that. All right. Dr. Doom says, get the new improved sexy Lemmy. Oh my God. Isn't she one of the, like, honestly, she's one of the most depressing people on earth. I mean, she is, you talk about no charisma, no energy, no vitamin D, looks like a zombie, has a shitty attitude. She reminds me a lot of my sister in that she does this thing where she really wants to be seen as like the edgy girl that the guys like. I don't have a lot of lady friends. Dudes are the ones I like to hang out with. And she'll try to say like really cringy, edgelordy stuff. And it's just like, ugh. You can see the kind of douche she's like playing to when she said, I don't think she has her own personality. I think she globs onto an internet community and then she kind of takes whatever form they respond to. It's like if Daria was on antidepressants, she would be Lemmy. Dr. Doom says Jack will do less time than Aaron. Yes. Look, I think part of what happened to me was a decade in this area of running my mouth.
All back to roost at the same time.
There's a lot of people that I made very pissy in those 10 years. So it's, you don't see me crying about it. It happens. It's part of being very famous in this area. What do you do?
I'm sure people know you. I'm sure they do. I'm certainly sure they don't, actually.
I saw somebody from my past was seething really bad on Twitter the other day because Mikey had confirmed that story that a lot of the COs were fans of the show. And I said 3. I mean, there were 3 who talked to me. Apparently Mikey might have said there were more. But he was really mad that I don't understand these people. It's like, dude, I went to jail. That's bad. Like that should be an L that I should be hiding from forever. You guys are the ones who turned it into some kind of weird an L for yourselves. I don't consider it a W that I went to jail. But yeah, while I was in jail, there were a few fans of the show that worked there. And this person was seething about it. They're like, no, it's because it was in the news and they're all embarrassed of him. It's like, uh-oh, somebody didn't get noticed in jail and they're not happy about it. This Mamdani guy, even though I probably disagree with everything he believes, he could win me over just by shitting on other people that suck. I mean, isn't that how the whole like steel toe hate community works? Like,
I mean,
a bunch of pieces of shit win each other's favor by shitting on a guy that they think is a piece of shit.
Right.
I mean,
there's different levels of talent. Some of them are entertaining about it. Some aren't.
Tuki's hilarious. That's why Tuki had to abandon all of that hardcore steel toe hate shit. 'Cause he's like, no, I just want to make fun of the guy and have fun.
I'm using a puppet, guys.
Yeah.
You're taking this too seriously.
There's another guy who's doing like just jokes, and it's like, that's funny. That's good shit.
Yeah, I can't. I tap out. I'm fucking tapping out. It's getting too annoying, and yeah. You could hear me for the first hour, but not the tab itself, which is so fucking annoying. Every time I do this, there's problems. Oh, fucking hell. Oh well. It'll get better. I keep saying that. It's always want to try new things to this thing, but yeah, we'll iron out all the little kinks that have happened. So I think that's what's going to happen tonight. Big day. I guess we'll just have to. Fucking hell. So annoying. Oh well. We'll just deal with it. We'll move on. Who cares? I'm gonna cap the stream off tonight. I will be back Wednesday. Tonight was just a random, wanted to see how long I'd last commenting. But my shit worked, but not the tab. Until I fixed it. anyways, have a great night, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.